One time I pulled out a piece of advice that Jennie gave me in an interview with Mark Cherry. The guy, Mark Cherry wrote it down, and I was like, yeah, Jennie's a genius. And it was this. I remember talking to Jennie about, I must have been in my season 2 staffing meeting for Jane, about season 1 and how much I loved it, and how all the characters were so nuanced and whatever. And Jennie gave this piece of advice that has this is now just become a Jennie Urman fan podcast. Welcome, friends. We've got stationery. Jennie said, I do a pass on every script from every character's point of view. And that way I know that, because it's important to me that the villains think of themselves as the hero of the story, right? And like Petra, who was so evil season 1, everything Petra does has to be because she thinks this is her story and she's the hero, and it has to make sense in the context of her acting in what would be the heroic way in the story in her head. And if you get to a moment where they're just being evil for drama's sake, or because it helps your main character, or because it pushes your story along, that's when it begins to feel inauthentic. And that's when it begins to, not work. And so sometimes it's painful because you have to go back to the writer's room and say, like, this thing that made Jane's story really work well isn't ringing true to me. We need to find out a different way, a different obstacle to throw Jane, because Petra being evil for no reason isn't a good enough reason.
Screenwriters talk screenwriting.